अच्छा डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब चलते हैं अल्टरनेटिंग करंट लेसन 21। इसमें हम डिराइव करेंगे, विल डिराइव व्हाट इज द एवरेज पावर associated with such a circuit where there is a resistance, pure resistance, pure inductor and capacitor connected in series to an alternating source of EMF. E is equal to E naught sin omega t. इससे प्रीवियस लेसन्स में हमने जो किया था वो था ये, when a single inductor was connected to a alternating source EMF in the complete cycle, no power is consumed, and also when only a capacitor was connected to a alternating source of EMF, E is equal to E naught sin omega t, also no power was consumed in the complete cycle. But when a resistance was connected alone to a alternating source of EMF over a complete cycle, this was the power consumed. This is what we had derived in previous lessons. E naught over root 2, I naught over root 2, that is E virtual, I virtual, or E RMS, I RMS. This was consuming power in the full cycle. This was not, this was not. So now we have all the three elements together. We have a resistance, a inductor, a capacitance. E is equal to E naught sin omega t. So if you look at my previous lessons where I had derived the impedance of a series RLC circuit, means the total resistance, in that lesson I had explained you in phase diagram how the current was lagging behind the EMF by angle phi. So I was I naught sin omega t minus phi. This I had explained you there. So for such a circuit, this is your EMF and this is the alternating current. And this phi is the phase angle between the EMF and current. Current is lagging behind the EMF by phi. Omega t, here omega t minus phi. So अभी आगे चलते हैं. Let R is the resistance, L is the inductance of an inductor, C is equal to capacitance of a capacitor connected in series. E is equal to E naught sin omega t, the applied EMF here to the series combination of RLC. And as I had discussed in previous lessons, for such a circuit, the current was lagging behind. So I is I naught sin omega t minus phi. I naught is the maximum value of phi. E naught is the maximum value of E. This I have explained you time and again. When E will be maximum, when this factor becomes 1, that depends on the value of omega t. Similarly, the maximum value of I is I naught. And when I will be I naught, when this factor becomes 1, that is when this factor becomes pi by 2 or multiples of pi by 2 to make sin pi by 2 1. So 1 into I naught is I naught. So this is the developed current. So this is the EMF at a time t. This is the current at a time t. So the product, so the instant power at a time will be, and power, that is same thing as rate of doing work. How work is done, W by T is power, and it was derived in current electricity as the product of voltage and current. So EMF and current, and your EMF is E naught sin omega t and current is I naught sin omega t minus phi. So the product of that. So E naught sin omega t, I naught sin omega t minus phi. So same dW by dt, E naught sin omega t, E naught, I naught sin omega t. I bring this I naught here, so it becomes E naught I naught sin omega t, and this term sin omega t minus phi, sine of A minus B formula. It's sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. I expanded it. Now, so this has to be multiplied. E naught I naught sin omega t have to be multiplied with this, have to be multiplied with this. So in the next term I am multiplying. So E naught I naught sin omega t sin square omega t cos phi E naught I naught, E naught I naught, sin omega t, sin omega t. Then cos omega t sin phi, right? So then what do I do? This remains same thing as this. Now here to this term, I multiply 2 in the numerator and divide 2 in the denominator to bring this under a formula. 2 sin theta cos theta, that will be sin 2 theta, right? So let us go to the next page, very simple derivation. So now it becomes dw by dt, just taken from the previous page. So is equal to E naught I naught sin square omega t cos phi minus E naught I naught over 2, and that term becomes sin 2 omega t sin phi. Now, if I take dt to the right hand side, it is multiplied. Then what is the meaning? This is the small work done in time dt, and this was your power. This was your power. That is same thing as this. That is same thing as this. So power into small time dt is the small work done. If this power is, if you consider is constant for a very, very, very small time, then we can multiply the power with the time to find the work done, because work done by time is power. So work done is equal to power into time, right? So what is the total work done now? So the total work done will be integration of the small work done. So the total work done W will be integration of the dW. We are interested to find in the complete cycle, that is from 0 to t. So integration of this term from 0 to t. So there are two terms, one term here and another term here, and dt is multiplied with this as well as with this. So integration of 0 to t E naught I naught sin square omega t cos phi into dt minus from 0 to t integration of this E naught I naught over 2 sin 2 omega t sin phi dt. Fine. So now E naught I naught and cos phi, they are constant because they have a constant phase relationship, the voltage and current. So it is taken out. So I am left with integration sin square omega t dt from 0 to t minus, here I take out E naught I naught over 2 sin phi, because they are constant, left with integration of sin 2 omega t dt. Now this I have explained you, this I have already explained you, this is 0 in a complete cycle. I will explain it in this video also. Is 0, so 0 into this thing becomes 0. So we are only left with this term, that is E naught I naught cos phi integration of sin square omega t dt. We are only left with this. So this becomes E naught I naught cos phi. This can be, sin square omega t can be written as 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. Just using this expression from trigonometry, sin theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Just put the value of cos 2 theta as cos square theta minus sin square theta, then it becomes sin theta, and theta is same thing as omega t. Now let us, I will explain these two things also in this page after the completion of the video. Let us finish it. So this is your total work done. Now let us see how much is this. So I take these two out of the integration sign. So this becomes, so work done becomes E naught I naught over 2 cos phi integration of 1 minus cos 2 omega t dt from 0 to t. There are two terms here, one term here, another term here. And this whole thing is multiplied with this. So in the next step I have to keep a bracket. E naught I naught over 2 cos phi within the bracket. I now open up these two. Integration of 1 dt from 0 to t, integration of cos 2 omega t dt from 0 to t. Now, so this also I have already explained how this is a 0 in a complete cycle in previous lessons. So your work done becomes E naught I naught over 2 cos phi, integration of dt is t from 0 to t, this is 0. Now, so this becomes t minus 0. So total work done in complete cycle becomes E naught I naught over 2 cos phi t. That is same thing as this. Now, this is the total work done, that is this much in capital time t. So, if you bring this capital time t to this side, w by the time is nothing but power. So, your power is equal to w by t. So, on the right hand side, I am left with E naught I naught over 2 cos phi into cos phi. And this t comes to this side. Now, this can be rewritten as E naught over root 2, I naught over root 2 cos phi. Root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. And what was this? The RMS voltage or the virtual voltage? The symbol was this, or the symbol was ERMS. And this was your virtual current or the RMS current, IRMS, which I have explained in the beginning of alternating currents. And this cos phi is called your power factor, Now, if you look at the impedance triangle, which I had drawn before, in an impedance triangle for RLC circuit, means what was the total resistance offered by RLC circuit, I had derived in previous lessons. The total resistance called impedance was R square plus XL minus X square root of that. And by squaring on this side, your Z square was equal to R square plus XL minus X square. And this is nothing but Pythagoras theorem. So this was represented by a right angle triangle. And I had in previous lessons explained to you why this side is XL minus XC. Why not this side is XL minus XC, that I had explained. And this angle was the phase angle. And this was your impedance triangle. So from here, cos phi is equal to cos of this angle is the base over hypotenuse, that is R by Z, where Z is equal to this. So this is your final expression for power consumed in a complete cycle if there are three elements R, L, C are in series. Using this expression only, you can find out that the power consumed using this expression. You can also find out that the power consumed in a pure inductor is 0, in a capacitor is 0. How? Now, if you use this expression, for an inductor, the current was lagging behind by pi by 2, means phi is pi by 2. So, cos pi by 2, cos 90 is 0, 0 into this thing is 0, so power is 0. Similarly, for a capacitor, what we did before, the current was ahead of the EMF by pi by 2. Means for such a circuit containing only capacitance, phi is equal to the phase angle between the voltage and current was pi by 2, pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is 0, 0 into this thing 0, so power is also 0. And you can also use this expression for this also, for the resistance also. In case of a resistance, your E is equal to E naught sin omega t, and your I was equal to I naught sin omega t. There was no phase difference, means phi was 0. So if you put 0 here for a circuit containing resistance, only, the phase difference between voltage and current is 0. So if you put here cos 0 is 1 into this is EV IV, and that is what we had individually derived for the power consumed in a resistance connected with AC, EV IV. So now let us go back to, so that is all about. Let us go back to these two things, how integration of sine 2 omega t dt over a complete cycle is 0, which I have done before also. Let 2 omega t is equal to theta, that means theta is 2 omega t, theta depends on time, therefore I can differentiate theta with respect to t. So d theta by dt, derivative of this with respect to dt, 2 omega is a constant, dt by dt 1, so it's 2 omega. So from this cross multiplying, dt comes out to be d theta over 2 omega. So here this expression now becomes integration of 0 to t sine of theta, integration 0 to t sine of theta. For dt I can substitute d theta by 2 omega, d theta by 2 omega. Now 2 omega is a constant, is taken out, so I am left with integration of sine theta d theta, and integration of sine theta is minus cos theta, its value from 0 to t. Now minus this minus comes here, minus 1 by 2 omega, so I am left with cos theta, and theta is equal to your 2 omega t. So cos 2 omega t from 0 to t. Here the variable is small t. So minus 1 by 2 omega cos 2 omega is 2 pi by t. For small t I put the upper limit capital T. This cancels. Now for small t I put 0, minus cos 2 omega and 0. So this becomes 0, cos 0 is 1. And t cancels. We are left with cos 4 pi. Cos 4 pi is also 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 into this thing is 0. So integration of this over a complete cycle is 0. अगर यहाँ पे cos 2 omega t dt होता तब भी होता 0, right, for a complete cycle. And this part 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2, how it is sine square theta. That is this part, this part. When this is replaced by 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2 to make the integration simpler. This is what I have explained to you. 1 minus cos 2 theta is cos square theta minus sin square theta over 2. So I open up the bracket, 1 minus cos square theta plus sin square theta. This sign changes. So it becomes this 1 minus cos square theta becomes sin square theta. There is another sin square theta. So 2 sin square theta over 2, 2 cancels. So I am left with sin square theta. That is the right hand side. So then only we have 4 lectures to finish your alternating current, which I will be doing in the evening.